And I believe... Oh, whoops. I need to get the game capture. Derp. Oh, there it is. It's going to pop up. You going to pop up correctly, game? No? Oh, okay. Well, it isn't really... Okay. Close that. And let's put... There we go. There we go. Ah, fills the screen beautifully. Make sure everything's good. The Stanley Parable. The Stanley Parable. Check. Check. Oh, wait. CD mode off. Yeah, there we go. Is everything good? Let's just make sure everything is going all right. Picking out my mouse. Okay. Yeah. Turn. Okay. Sounds going well. I'm going to wait a second or two. Pop the chat. Blah blah. Thing. Thing. Okay. 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 I believe I can start. I think. Maybe. A little pen on the desk. Pencils. Folder. You are playing the Stanley Parable. A game about an employee that works at 247. Okay. Come on. Computer. Okay, what else? Okay, I am on offline. Okay. Or at least it should be on offline. Okay, it's in offline. It should be. Steam. 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 Oh. Oh. Okay then. But Steam, stop being that way. Okay. I think everything's going well now. Like that. Make sure. Is everything going well? Everything's working. Okay. Okay. Begin the game. What? What happened? No. Okay, yeah. Something broke. Whoop. Okay, one sec. Let me start it up again. Right when I thought. I should have just checked the game anyways. Make sure it all works. But no! Like an idiot. Decided to do it when it wasn't. Okay. Where is... There it is. Bring this back over here. Shut this off. Okay. Let's try now. You gonna start game? You gonna work? Overwolf, shut up.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Ah.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427.
Oh God, it's... No!
He sat at...
What is happening? Audio. Oh no. Maybe it doesn't accept that. 2 speakers. Hi. Subtitles only. Ah, crap. Quit the menu. No, come on, game. I swear you're supposed to be working. Let's try now. Gonna work now? Huh? Huh?
Story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in
Okay.
a big building where he was employee number
427.
427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
And we have complete control of a Stanley. Okay. Ah, God. Okay. Options. Keyboard and mouse. Maybe a little bit less sensitivity. A little bit less. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay. Oh. Oh! Ah, the cord's being annoying. Okay. Everything's good.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No. I did not miss a memo. Okay, I remember one thing from any of the Stanley parables that I remember. I must.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Come on. Get up the chair. There we go. Okay. Ah, yes. Oh, the complete. Oh, it's bright. Oh, it's bright.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
It's beautiful.
Why don't
Oh, there's a
you take
window.
minute just to drink it all in?
Wait, wall?
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No.
Ah, then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
You done? Okay. Are you sick of this gag? No. Not really. Yeah? Okay. Let's see if he comes back. You gonna come back? Huh? I mean, it's an empty void here. It's a beautiful empty void. Yeah, I can't jump, so I can't get up there. Okay. Empty void. Okay. Okay, I'm good. I'm done. Begin the game. Again! Oh, was that beautiful! Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What?
What did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No. I want to go to the door on the right. I mean, it probably would be better, right? Oh, I love the chairs. I love the chairs. I love the... Is there anything in this file cabinet? Is there any? No? Okay. There's a bunch of files on the floor. Can't pick them up. Random plant in the corner. Looks like prop hunt. Oh, the prop hunt. Okay, let's go down to the left door. Yay, a meeting!
Yet there was not a single
No.
person here either.
No.
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Tips for not
Stanley
getting
decided
fired.
to go
Talk
up
less.
to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, what's here? To do. Energy core value expenditure. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. What does the sheet of paper say? Blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Teenager size demographic. Space between the teenagers. A lot of percent. Everyone is unique. You most of all. No. No. I must. Broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No. Wrench. There's gotta be something here I can take. Is it up there?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet.
Oh, I can hear me clicking.
No reason to still be here.
I'm still at the desk, aren't I? This is all a dream. Hi, Dr. Fox. How are you today?
It was
Random
baffling
person.
that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Oh, it's so nostalgic. I love this game. Hi, Broom.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes.
Standing around doing nothing?
Yes, I want the ending.
Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Continue being confused. I'm looking around. I mean, there's bound to be something valuable in here.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out.
Yeah, that would have made
It
sense.
didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
Yeah,
never would have
this
thought
seems
to
more
mention
important than the storyline. Can I just grab a wrench? This.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
They will find it concerning. Can I just... No?
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Oh.
That or with drug money.
Drug money?
He's addicted to drugs and hookers.
What? Why?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
I'm dead.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of.
Is there anyone out there that can take over my thought? Apparently I'm dead.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead.
No.
He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming.
Ah, yeah.
So that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, When you've done that, just step out into the hallway. Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came
Ooh,
before
room
you.
closet.
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of inbreeds. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
That's beautiful. Nope. I swear there's something about this room closet. Okay, yeah, we're good. Close the door. Let's go.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, so many choices. Do I go upstairs or downstairs? No. 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 Oh, wait. Red? Red? Let's go insane. Let's do something fun. Car.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense.
I'm still here typing.
As he pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
Ah, yeah.
This is all a dream.
It has to be.
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation.
It has to be a
His
dream.
co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above
Whoa,
the
whoa,
ground.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Then he imagined
flying
himself
through walls.
soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
Oh, okay.
And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley.
The paradox. Stop, you're about to die.
I'm dreaming about a voice describing
You're a
me,
robot and you're about to
thinking
die.
about how
Paradox.
It's describing my thoughts, he thought.
AB 12, 11,
Thought it all very
54,
odd and wondered if this voice
50,
spoke to all people in
AB,
their dreams.
CD,
The truth was that, of
FG, I don't know,
course, this was not a dream.
IDK.
How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Yay!
To speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
Is this my car?
After
I
all,
swear. Or is it the boss's
certain
car?
Beyond a doubt that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it.
No, you
He
won't.
would prove that he
You
was
can't.
in control.
No.
That this was a dream.
This is not a dream.
So
This
he
is also
closed his
real.
eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Oh.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin. The press.
But
of
you
the
could have
mattress
slept
on his
inside
back.
your office.
fresh air
You could have
of
just
the
fell
world
asleep
outside
right on your
his
keyboard. Why does it have to be at your
Let
home
me
in the
wake
mattress
up,
with a
He
blanket?
thought to himself.
I swear.
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all
I'm pushing
I
the
want.
buttons. Okay.
I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal.
I
I
am
am
normal.
normal. Everything will be fine.
No, I won't. You're all dead.
I am okay.
Okay. Up, you're back.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please,
Oh
just
God,
someone
everything's
tell
getting
me
red.
I am real.
No,
I must be
no,
real.
no,
I must
no,
be. Can
no,
anyone hear
no,
my voice?
no.
Who am I? Who am I?
No.
And everything went black.
The end. Story's over. Yay.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Please tell me everything's going off the string. One sec.
Mar-
I will just pop that out and push it over here. I need the chat to be visible, so I'll put that there. Okay.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed,
Okay.
gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Then she says a dead
On this
guy
particular
named
day,
Stanley.
her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a
little
certain
bit
way,
off.
seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay, I need to change something. I know I need to. Something about... It's going well. It's just... Let me change something very quickly. Apply. Okay, let's try that. Now let's see how well it works.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
I didn't do
He had
anything.
to make a decision. What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Is it because you get to follow? Okay. 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 You know what my favorite ending is?
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
This is the right door, right? Right? Is this one? Oh, I might be in the middle of something. Oh. This isn't an ending, but you know, I like doing it. There's a door 16. Fuck. Okay, I'm gone.
When Stanley came to a set of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour.
Oh,
just to spend a
whoops.
few moments here in this
Wrong
immaculate,
door.
beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
Okay, I'll do that in a little bit. Just give me like...
story has been about
Whee!
nothing but... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why? I don't know how. Also,
I want to ask you, is there anything wrong with the stream? I think there might be.
Let me prove.
It's like blah 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 blah.
Give me a chance.
I swear, it's glitching, and it looks like it's glitching on my end, and I can't tell. Seems fine. Okay.
Now listen carefully. This is.
Let me just bring this up so I can make sure I keep my eye on it.
Is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Stanley walked through the red door. The red door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked
through the red door.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road?
The red door.
Let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Was it worth?
It was beautiful.
The entire story I'd
it looks amazing.
For you. Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
Skill trees? Oh, we're playing World of Warcraft then.
Design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. Third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were.
Oh my God.
Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
It was amazing.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh, it's so good. Worldwide leaderboards. Where's me? That's a lot of people. Oh, Stanley. Oh, this is me? Oh, I'm at the bottom. You are objectively ranked out of what? Okay, okay. I'm going to the third door.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep breaking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Oh no!
The baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
4
So
hours? I'm
why
not
don't
sitting
you
here
give
for
it
4
of
hours.
play to make sure it's effective. Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
So I just sit here for 4 hours clicking this button? Yeah, I'm done. Bye-bye, baby. You are dumb and unimportant. God! Okay, I'm gonna sit in the corner. Okay, she's dead.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
I purely
Since
despite
the
you.
well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience.
Oh, it's still alive.
I'm not
Oh,
even
that
going to
sucks.
try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Oh boy, we're ripping off other
Well,
games.
Stanley, is this any better?
No.
At last, the
You've
one
ripped
thing
off a
you've
game.
always desired.
Looks-
A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable. Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
We've got to go mining. We've got to mine? I've got to die.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light? Oh, no, 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 no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Oh wow, we're back in Portal again.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is. Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius. No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through it.
Hey, it was gonna leave me here anyway, so whatever. What? The radio's not working? I'm taking the radio anyways. Oh, it's safe to jump? No. This place feels dead and soulless. It's the choice room. I'm going back to my office where I'm safe and responsible for everything I do. Oh, there it is. 427. Oh, this room looks so weird. It's freezing now? Oh, I thought so. No. Good news. What do I do here? I'm locked in a room. Okay, going back. What does one do? What does one do here?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Gotta bring this back up. Oh boy!
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks. No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417?
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437. Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Yay! I feel so accomplished. doing menial stuff.
Now, back to door number 437.
Yay! Maybe.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know. All right, back to room 417. I'm really fast now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Oh no, this one over here.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk. Yes, this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Beauty of clicking doors.
We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again. Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430. Yes! We did it!
Yay!
Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
What was I thinking? This guy's a lunatic.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What was I thinking?
Yet there was not a single person here.
Don't get fired. Okay.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping in.
Oh, can I go all the way back? Executive room? No. Executive bathroom? I couldn't handle the pressure. I have to go back. That's beautiful. I couldn't handle the pressure of being the boss. Couldn't handle it. Oh wait. No, I'm not going back to my room. Oh. Infinite void time. Yay. Oh god, literally infinite void. You are now leaving. Yay. Which way do I go? This way? Oh, this way. Okay. $755. Okay, floor 755. I'm gonna die here. Floor 766. I skipped 10 floors. 11 floors. Oh no, 7. Okay, do I need to go up how many floors? Okay, 3 more, I think. Oh no. Ah! I need to get to. How many floors? I can't tell, but I see one more. Oh no. Yeah, this is the escape pod. Yes, escape pod, escape. Escape. What?
But Stanley...
Ah, I didn't want to do that. In the game again.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Something's changing. Things are doing things.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct
Things
way
are
to the meeting room,
changing.
and Stanley knew it perfectly
Oh
well.
no.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
Ah, it's beautiful. Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Things are changing.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
To let you know, there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
What? Why on employees 434's death? Why is it here? What? Hold on. Something ain't right here. This isn't right. No voice. Phone calls. Oh no. Okay, we're back to normal.
Two open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime. A work of art.
Special!
But
okay, go back.
To get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Nope! I do not go back on track. I leave and say goodbye. Because I don't want to scare.
Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
left, right, forward, backwards, middle.
From here, it's, left.
Okay. Oh, wrong way. Okay.
Oh, no, it's to the right. My mistake. No.
Ah!
Right. Why would I have ever said it was
You
right?
stupid narrator.
It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Let's see, we went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
No, it's not. Oh, okay, that way.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No.
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track,
No,
okay.
I'll go off track.
From the top.
Don't you... Oh, you jack. You got jockey. Okay. Back it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
I
be?
don't know.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay.
When Stanley... Wait,
What?
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh.
What?
Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Okay. Back to the beginning entrance. Let's go this way then. Where does this lead? This makes no sense.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Ah. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I don't know.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, yep, it gets worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything? Aha! I knew we'd missed something.
The story.
Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps. Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work.
Too much work. I'm good.
Good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
I did win fair and square.
Okay.
I made you confused.
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Boop.
All right, I've got a solution.
Adventure
This
Life.
time, to make sure we don't
The
get
Stanley
lost,
Parable
I've employed the
Adventure
help
Life.
of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Yay!
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Trademark. Okay. Oh, the Stanley Parable Adventure Line is trademarked. I can't do anything with it.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction.
Okay.
Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
Yay.
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
It's on the
Simply by
wall.
act of moving forward, are we implying a journey
It's on the wall.
such that a
Going to a
destination
different
is inevitably
room.
conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Hold on. That's not right. Something's still not right here. That was the long hallway before. Oh, whatever. No, we're good.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that film.
What's special about it? Leaves.
This
1, 2, 3, 4,
will
5,
be very
500
important
million,
later in the
284.
story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Leaves and grass. Okay.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Boop. Okay.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
New way, new things.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
Full of dragons and knights and murdering wizards. Maybe a warlock or two.
Stanley, I'm ready for it.
No.
Not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine. Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere.
The right door must be right. Oh, that's left. The right door must be right.
To go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another
The right door is right.
Come, Stanley. Our destiny awaits. Oh, hold up. What's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer... Stop. Does that mean... did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree?
No.
I'm
No.
not sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Oh, there goes my headphones. Do it again. Forgot about that. Oh, that hurts. Ah, my ears burn. But why? Why do the ending again? Ow. Okay. But why? Okay. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to
Understood
get back
true
to
happiness.
business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, straight ahead to the opposite door, and
It's gonna be the same thing I see. I'm gonna guess it is gonna be the same. Okay.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
This way. That way. That way. That way.
From here, it's, oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear. Would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep. Okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way. No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick,
Spoilers. Close your eyes.
Okay. We just have to get back to
Employee 003.
It's all
Employee
rubbish
004.
now.
Employee
The whole story is completely
247.
unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Bum, ba, 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 ba.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. It's the same thing. Same thing. Nothing changing. Okay.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Something isn't right here.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, truly, deeply, madly love.
All creeped out.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
Question, is it even possible to jump down there without dying?
I realize that investing in
like
your
right on
trust in
top
someone else
of
can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting.
There's
Stanley.
one truck over there with the light on.
You've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for...
Yeah, is it possible to jump down there without dying?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
I think I can, but I'm not sure.
She's been waiting.
Oh, I'm not sure. You know, I'll do it a little bit. I'm gonna check this out.
That's her, Stanley. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone? That wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that?
I don't know.
You chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person, but if used incorrectly can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, If you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome
What the
back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Oh, he doesn't want you to die. Uh-oh.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Oh, so there's no possibility of jumping off now? Oh, that's sad. Was this worth it? Was this worth it?
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Was this worth it, Dr. Fuck?
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Okay, go back in. What is wrong with all of this? Oh no. Oh no.
It's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone? Left here like so much garbage. It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Whoa! Oh, it's getting worse.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
What the fuck? Was this worth it? You're killing this.
You just had to see. Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of two
I might do it
doors,
again.
he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley.
What?
That means choosing responsibly.
Am I now stuck in a infinite loop until I do the right decision?
To the task. Just follow
Okay, I'm doing this one more time to make sure.
All right. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Oh, it's now completely controlled until I can do it right.
Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll
go left.
All right. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fine. Is it gonna be all broken again?
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Do unbelievable, amazing work all the time, every day. No expectation of promotion. Broom closet. No! They can't let me do the broom closet ending.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
They locked
office.
it. Oh, they're making sure everything goes right. Oh no. Wait, what?
Stepping inside
No!
his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication
Something
of
isn't right
life.
here.
Shocked, unraveled,
This isn't right.
Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated
It's
this.
green, not
until he
red.
saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a
I think we
short
broke
breath
the game.
and then spoke the code. Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall. I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver.
Speak?
Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Okay, let's see. Please speak clearly into the receiver. Okay.
Okay, fine, you're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
Oh, okay. It's because I can't speak.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you...
One sec. I'll be right back. Ow, that hurt. Yikes! Okay, I'm back. Fuck. Let's move this over here. Oh no, things change. Okay. Okay. Resume the game.
Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make.
Ah, crap. I swear, someone calls me every minute. Ah. I am... Okay. Enough of that annoying stuff. People should stop calling me, I swear to God.
It's just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply take that step.
The narrator's going crazy.
Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this.
I think these are
The
facts.
story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need to.
Was this worth it, Dr. Fox? Was this truly worth it to go and do all of this
That's all
and see Stanley sitting there?
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Oh, look at Stanley. He looks so weird. I don't think it was worth it. Okay.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Huh. We've been through a lot of endings so far.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Shut up.
this was not the correct way to
I
the
know.
meeting room, and Stanley knew it.
This time I'm going to answer the phone
Perhaps
because
he
it's
wanted to stop by the employee
I-
lounge first, just to admire
might as
it.
well.
The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps but eager to get back
This is
to
a
business.
much smaller
Stanley took the
version
first open door on
and
his
a
left.
much larger version of his exact room.
Stanley was so bad at following
Blah,
directions,
blah,
it's
blah.
incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think
like
perhaps
jumping
we've
on one of
gotten
those.
off on the wrong foot here.
I don't think...
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your... But in his eagerness to
Nope,
prove
can't do
that
it.
he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
You know what? I'm going to go through the whole thing about the blue door and the red door. And then I'm going to go and follow his directions for
All of his
once.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Was worth it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop
How
by
long
the
was this
employee
so
lounge
far?
first,
An hour?
just to admire it.
Hour 30.
And here it was, the lounge. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Any door, you say? Any door?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten...
Oh, look at those boxes. It's beautiful.
I'm not your enemy.
Okay, go up.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the
Whee!
story has been about... What? Really?
Yeah, zero consideration.
I was in the
Yeah.
middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yeah.
Are you
Yes.
that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why?
Run through the doors.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something
Let's back up. Pull this back up. Okay.
beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
My screen is randomly
Now listen
glitching
carefully,
on
this
me.
is important.
I
Stanley
don't like
walked
that.
through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Oh,
Fine.
thank God, you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier
The
if we
galaxy
just
and the
stopped.
cosmos.
And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you. What do we want? What are we looking for?
The galaxy and the cosmos.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Us.
If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel
The cosmos.
happy.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Ah. Oh. So beautiful. There it is. The cosmos. Ah. Okay, bye-bye.
No, wait. Where are you going? Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
You're not happy. You're just delusional.
Please,
You're on
no,
drugs.
Stanley, let me
I'm
stay
not.
here. Don't take this from me. No! Oh, no. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley, let's go back to... My God. Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Cannonball! Oh.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Belly flop!
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back. Stanley knew
The
the office
escape
layout like the back
ending.
of his hand. It
The
was only a matter
escape
of time
ending.
before he found the others, wherever they
Then after
were.
that, I do the god ending.
Just a matter
Oh,
of
the
time.
god of buns. I shall be.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here.
Ah!
either.
Okay.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
Broom closet
office.
ending.
Hoping
Oh,
he
okay.
might find enough. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, there's what the boss office looks like.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be?
Nope.
In fact, this keypad
2845
guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra... Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Have a thing of beer, alcohol, you know.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
So it was 2, 4. So just what was the password again? If you remember, please put it down there. So next time I come through here, I'll just type it in without them even getting to the password.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest,
Okay, then.
as though he felt more free
Thank
to
you.
think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Nope.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Nope.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Oh no. Should I should. My arm is itchy like fuck. The bloppe. Oh god, it's bloppe.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
And I died. The end. Story's over, right? The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Corridor. Okay. Okay. The two doors. The choice. Office desk. Room doors. The office. Button sounds. Okay then. Office computers. Filing cabinets. Credits. Things. Okay, I haven't seen this one before. I have seen this one, and I haven't seen this one either. I've seen a green one. Where's that one? Oh, the development. Oh, okay. Office clock. Nothing. Nothing special here. What's this? Employee lounge. Underground. Mind control facility. Yep, I remember that. What's this? Narration outtakes. Okay. I'm good. I don't need to read that. Okay. Let's go up these stairs now. Okay, the freedom ending. That was the very first incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. Ooh. Countdown desk. Freedom ending. Oh. This is the freedom ending as it exists in beta. Okay. Monitoring room elevator. Okay. Countdown room. I see the exit, but I really don't want to go yet. What's this? Game design mock. Okay. What's this room? Is this just the office? The lounge? The apartment timer? The cargo lift? The cargo lift. Okay. So basically, portal in a nutshell. Okay. Stanley Parable, screenshots, Stanley Parable, Stanley Parable, Stanley Parable. Maintenance room. Okay, I'm good. Let's go. I think I've seen a war zone. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on the battlefield fighting aliens. The actions would... Oh, okay. Oh. It doesn't look awesome. It looks weird. No. Don't know why they would put an ending like that in this game, but, I mean, if you did it right, it could probably work. Emails? Okay. Yeah, I think I'm good. I don't need to see anymore. My room. My office. Okay. Elevator and the exit. Stanley.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
Ha! Right before it smashed me to death. Oh, no. Dead. Okay. Well, that was beautiful. That was fun. I'm good. I am violently dead. I have been violently crushed. What now? Can I restart this? Okay, restart again. Begin the game again. Yay!
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
I did?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The office.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
The password is 2845. 2845.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passage.
Oh, whoops.
Kill surprise.
Oh, it's already open. Oh, it was already open. I didn't even have to do that. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. New passageway. Yeah. Okay. Click. Ah, new passageway. Of course he opened it already. He was sick of my bullshit. He's like, yeah, whatever. You know the drill. You know what happens here. Okay, mind control facility.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
Escape.
Facility.
Goodbye.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
No, I don't have the strength to find out. I am literally legit terrified of...
Now the monitors jumped to life. Their true nature revealed.
Fired?
Each bore the number
Wait.
of an
Let me go back.
employee in the
I want to
building.
see... Oh.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Freedom meant nothing.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Yep.
The only reason he was happy with his boring job?
Yep.
That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life
pirate.
in someone else's control.
Pirate.
Wasn't
I
it?
see that.
Was
It
it
has
even
pirate
possible?
on it.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
It's all pirate.
But here was the
Oh
proof.
god.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power
Pirate.
over another
I saw that
human
word.
life. For he would dismantle the controls once
Mind
and
control
for
status
all.
offline. Okay, and then there's also a 3. And then there is a pirate 5. So 3, 5, 3, 4, 5. Is there a 2 and a 1 somewhere? Oh, then what are these ones? 1, 2. Okay. Maybe I can do what I think I want to do. Mind control idle wing input. Should I turn it on or should I turn it off?
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
I'm going to die.
I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink
Wait,
into
what
the
passcode?
ground,
What is it?
swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control.
Wait, hold on.
It's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
Oh, okay.
But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better. My goodness.
Oh, blue
only
110.
34 seconds left.
Blue
But
1.
I'm enjoying this so
Blue 10.
much. You know
Oh,
what?
no.
To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Okay then, how about
just assume
this?
you saw that timer, that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you.
I don't know what I'm doing.
From button
No.
to button, screen to screen, clicking on every
No.
thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Sold? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley.
3 blue.
You're in for quite a disappointment. But here's
3
a spoiler
blue.
for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Goodbye, employee
Take a look at
427.
the
No.
clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke.
I can't
And believe
do
me, I will
anything.
be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Well. Oh, that's the end. That's the beautiful end. Are we down to 2 endings? Or do we still have like a 400 more to go?
Gone. What could it mean?
Okay, I went down that one.
Stanley decided
Went
to
down
go
that
to the
one.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, 3 endings. I forgot the one with the phone and how.
When Stanley came to a set of
That
two open
works.
doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go.
Here's the door. Just go. I can't run away. Oh. That's one of them. That's one of the few that I need to do. The heaven ending. The one where I have unlimited buttons to press. Okay. Why is that a heaven in Stanley's eye?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Last one I have to do here. Oh god, it's annoying going through some of these. Over.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Open.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
No. I have the strength of running away and saying bye. See, it says fire right there, and then there's pirate over here somewhere. Oh, I just saw it over there. I saw it. It was right there.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom
gonna switch?
meant nothing. This mind control facility
Is it going to change?
Horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been
Fired.
all this
Pirate.
time?
Yeah, right there.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it.
Pirate.
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I can still see the bottom there.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past...
No, not a pirate. A pirate.
Stanley decided that this machine...
Boom! Game over! Goal. We're dead. We died. Oh my god, I see white. No, I see green. Hold on.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as
I see a bird flying to the sky.
Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
It's so beautiful.
The only thing.
Look at that building over there.
Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Okay, back in
All
again.
of his co-workers were gone.
Off.
What could it mean?
Where is...
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Off.
Perhaps he had simply missed a
Wait.
memo. No matter how
Hold on.
hard Stanley
Wait.
looked, he couldn't find a trace of
No,
his
this can't be
co-workers.
right. Oh, there it is. Okay, input received. Okay. Begin the game again.
I can't wait to tell
Already
the
did the
story to
window
my
glitch. I'm
co-workers.
sorry you missed
Thought,
it.
How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing?
Your computer isn't. Oh no. No.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I mean, I could do it again just to do the other selection, but you know, it's gonna be the same thing. How about now? Is it on my computer? No. Oh, no.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Why isn't a computer showing the input sign? I need the input sign. No. There we go.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like, right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable.
Tall, thin, and awkward in movements or bearing.
Will become quite unbearable.
Okay, you done? No. Okay. How long are you gonna do this? Gangly. Also known as gangling. Gangling. Tall, thin, and awkward in movements or bearing. Okay, I'm done. I can't handle any more of that music. Oh, bow, bow, now, now.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them.
Creepy.
It was only a matter of time.
I'm looking for an input code. I can't input a code. No. I guess I have to continue.
When Stanley came to a set of two
One more
open, this was
ending
not
involving
the correct way to
the
meeting room,
door.
and Stanley
Or
knew
the
it perfectly
phone.
well. Perhaps
Derp.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
It was okay. That's it? Nothing else? Oh, okay.
But
It was
to get back to
okay.
business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Maybe it could be at the boss's office. I mean, he has a computer.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Yeah, you
I
are.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this
Nice.
time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For who?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be
I
the one
could
to
do it.
this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I could just shut that off. Oh no.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. Sorry, but you're in my story now.
No! Can't do this to me. Okay.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button
TV.
that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing
My
buttons.
couch.
Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Okay then.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
It's all bad.
Behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Press you to watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Huh, okay. Prepare dinner.
As he
Yeah,
wandered
okay.
through this
Everything
fantasy
changed.
world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. and he called it the Stanley Parable.
Sweet. So back to the story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy,
Nothing
and
changed.
so in his head, he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it
Can I
would
leave?
never end,
No.
that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I love you.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more
Gordon Freeman's
invested
voice?
he gets,
Okay.
the more he forgets which life is the better.
I bet everyone will want to kill you.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see?
Oh wow, perfect
He does
click.
not hear me. How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains
Now,
here,
Bird, shut
he's
up.
electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Bird, shut up. I question nothing.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
It just says please don't.
Stanley pushed a
No!
button,
I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live.
and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
I'm dead. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed the button. And I tried again. And he pushed the button. And I tried again. And he pushed the button. Wait. What?
When Stanley came to a set
Something
of
isn't
two
right.
open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here
Something
either.
here isn't right.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Restart. Oh god. I'm screwing everything up. Okay, here we go. Back to the normal.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
I see a
decided to go to the
computer
meeting room.
with
Perhaps he
a
had simply
input
missed a
sign
mail.
on it. Yes. Maybe the boss's office has a monitor. Fuck. Okay, up to the boss's office.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You question nothing. Which means you can't question that because you're
Yet there was
questioning
not a
everything
single
else.
person here
Which
either.
means you're running a
Feeling
paradox.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, here's a monitor. Can I please see? Oh, input sign! Yay! Begin the game again. Yes! There's 3. Okay, you can find another one.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Up, 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 up. One more. Last ending. I'm in heaven. Unlimited buttons to press. Oh, it's heaven. Oh my god. This is the last thing I had to do. Oh, I'm in heaven. And that's the last ending, I would think. Well, yep, that's in. Ah. Well, a satisfying end. I am done with this. What am I missing? Tell me that, Dr. Foss. What am I missing? 'I believe that's the end. I got every ending in this game, I believe. From the escape, random thing in the window, random window, random
All of
glitch
his
out window.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Yeah.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting
Random
room.
glitched out
Perhaps he had
window.
simply missed a memo.
Oh.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
One hour worth of 2 hours worth of content. Yeah. Why can't I ever find? Click. Oh, I can't find the adventure line. Wait. Hold up, something ain't right here.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I swear things are changing.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Everything changes in
Feeling a
this
wave
game.
of disbelief,
We're gonna call it
Stanley
ending.
decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh. Elevator music. Wait. Is it supposed to do something, or am I just wasting my time? Okay then. Graphs, charts, books. Why can't I enter the employee bathroom? Executive. Oh, there we go. Oh. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money, Chris. The executive bathroom feels nice. Oh yeah. Where's the helicopter to take me off my private island? Okay.
Here's the door, just go.
Yeah. Okay, I guess that's the end of the Stanley Parable. Yeah, the end of the Stanley Parable. Yeah. Oh! That was fun! Type 8888. I'll have to... Okay, I have to begin the game again and see if that actually works. If that doesn't do anything, then... Hold on.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here.
I swear the layout's changing every minute.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go.
What? Why? Yep, that's it. I'm done. The game's over. I did every ending I could possibly think of. The chimney is fake. Yeah, okay. Exactable money things. Thingamaings. Eight. 8. 8. 8. Eight. What? Well, yeah, I'm done. I'm done. Well, great. So I'm just going to, if there's nothing else. A guy yelled 8 when I did it twice, and it just did nothing. I believe. Unless it's just my imagination's yelling at me. But yeah, I am going to end this here because something. I'm probably going to come back a little bit later and do something else. Probably a horror game. I don't know. Maybe an RPG. I don't know. I'll think about it when I get back. If you have any games, can you just, if you have any more game ideas, can you just comment below on any of my videos so I can get the ideas. Again, I still love this game. It's an amazing game. But But I think I just did everything the game had to offer. So yeah, I'm going to end it right here. I want to see if it'll change one more time. Nope, did not change. Okay. Bye-bye, my poor game. Oh, it's so sad to stop this. Bye-bye.